I love your natural brows. Why do you have to fill in your brows? They look so fake. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today, your girl's gonna be showing you a little bit of a brow routine. Now I know brows can be super personal. If you want them large and in charge, go ahead. If you want them nice and thin, if you want swimmers, whatever you want, you can definitely do it. Today I'm gonna be showing you how I do my brows. I show you a little bit more of a natural look, as well as this look right here that's a little bit more structured, but still nice and fluffy. Today I'm gonna be using all COL-LAB products, which you can find at Sally Beauty Supply stores, as well as their online sites. I'm gonna leave everything down below, as well as the COL-LAB website, their social media, so you can go ahead and check it out and show some love. I will also be linking all the other COL-LAB member team. We'll also be linking the other COL-LAB team members down below, so make sure you go show them some love and check them out as well. Now let's get into the brows. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you doing? Don't forget to subscribe because it is free, $99. Also click that little bell so you get notified whenever I upload videos on the tube, because if you don't click it, you ain't with it, and that means YouTube will notify you whenever I upload videos, and that is very sad. Okay, so now let's get into the brow products. The pencil I'm going to be using today, which there are two from the line, but the one that I personally like is the Shape and Shade Ultra Fine Pencil, and I am in the shade Rich Brown. I will be showing you some other shades right now, just in case you want to find your perfect shade and you're not in Rich Brown. Now for me, I personally like a really nice thin defined brow pencil, just because it just helps me out. I have more control. I know where I'm placing the product, and it's just user-friendly for me personally. If you're someone where you're the opposite of me and you like something a little bit more thick and it might be a little bit faster for you, because I know people who like larger pencils say that it's way faster, it's easier. If you already have almost like a full brow and you need something quick, this is usually the go-to for a lot of people. It's just all personal preference, like I said. So this one is just the COL-LAB Shape and Shade. And then this is what the pencil looks like. It's much more thick right here. So here's a little comparison on the regular Shape and Shade and then the Ultra Fine pencil. Now for me, I love this pencil just because you guys know I personally don't like any waxy formulas, and this is like that perfect medium. It's not too dry, it's not too waxy. It lasts all day on me. And then here's the packaging right here. I just wanted to show you just in case you go look for it in store. It's not like just by itself like a pencil you just grab, so that you don't get confused. And then after to shape my brows, I'm going to be using the Shape and Hold a brow setter right here. And then after you open up, you can see there is a comb. There are double bristles to make sure that it brushes right through the hair. Sometimes there can be a little bit of excess product from the brow setter, so what I like to do is just kind of like swipe a little bit off, or say that there sometimes might just be a little bit more product. I just kind of sweep it through with my spoolie and you're good to go. The product I'm going to be showing you is something to help lift and give the brow a little bit of glow, and this is, well, it's called the Lift and Glow. This is what the pencil looks like right here. And then here's a swatch of the product. It's a really nice light glow. It's nothing too extreme, which I like because you guys know I don't like to add too much of a glow underneath my brow bone. All right guys, well those are all the brow products. So now let's get into the tutorial. Now let's do my brows so I can finally complete my makeup look and not look like there's a missing puzzle piece. Whenever I do my eyebrows, I always start off by mapping off the bottom, and then I'll map off the top right on the inside of my brow. And I'm just going to start outlining the bottom. Not too far, because when you start going a little bit too far, you might start looking a little sad. About that far. I do like to extend my tail though, but we're not trying to make it swim. We don't want no swimmers here. And then from there, that's when I map out the top. Now I don't start right at the very end right here, because in this area, that's where I like to fade it out. So I kind of start like 1/3 end of my brow right here. But then again, sometimes my brows end up being dark in the front. Brows is a very personal thing, so if you want them dark and large and in charge, then you go ahead. I don't like to keep it so flat where it's like more droopy. I like to make an arch right here and extend my brow, especially at this area right here. Drop it down. If you make any mistakes, or say like you make your arch a little bit too high where you're like, whoa, that's like an arch like McDonald's, it's okay, because you can always just take it away or use some concealer to clean it up and you'll be okay. That's the art of making brows. You can always fix it, correct it, and shape it how you want. Sometimes I do make my arch a little bit too high and it looks like I'm questioning people all day long, like what, when I'm really not. And then from there, this is when I fill my brows. When I feel like I have the shape that I want, because I like to make them a little bit more thick. I don't like to keep my eyebrows too thin. And I do very light strokes. Just start off light and then build it from there. At the top, if it looks like a little messy, like if you don't care about it being so symmetrical and so perfect, then that's fine. But later on, I'll go in with some foundation just to kind of clean up the top. I lightly stroke through just so it can blend out the product, because when you start blending a little bit too hard, you're gonna start erasing product and then you're gonna have to go over, and sometimes you can have like brow buildup from the product itself. And it's not because it's the product's fault, it's because you just layered on, then you took some off, now layering more. So you just wanna avoid all those extra steps and hassle. And then that was super easy, just kind of make that. If you wanted to leave your brow like this, then you certainly can. But I like to personally clean mine up. Some days I do it to the point where I'm like, okay, it looks pretty good. I can just walk out the house. I don't get too picky. But again, I just start outlining the bottom. Outline the top. You start from the inner third of the brow and then just fill in from there lightly. Again, don't do too hard of strokes. And then just blend it out. And then we are good to go. And brows is just one of those tedious things where there's always like one that's like the MVP or ride or die. And then there's always that one that just needs to go in timeout. For me, it's my left brow that usually I'm just like, just go in timeout for a second. You need it. So we got all of that done. And now I'm gonna clean up the bottom of my brows just to help define them. If you wanted to stop right here, then go ahead by all means. Because like I said, brows is a personal thing. So if you like them like this, then go ahead. Or if you wanted them thinner, then you can always finish it off like that. I'm gonna clean up with some concealer underneath. I'm going to be taking the No Flaws Liquid Concealer in Beige Tan. All I do is I just take some from the wand and I just place it on the back of my hand. I'll dip my brush and then I'm going to clean it from there. I start very slowly. I just don't go in one swipe. And I'm just going to start from the bottom and start cleaning this up little by little. See how it's already defining that? So you can have it a little bit more natural or more defined. I'll do one brow and then I'll show you how it looks. And I just do small little strokes with the brush. Right here. Go very slowly. You don't need a ton of product either. And then I like using this shade because it helps highlight my brow bone. And then I kind of just pat it in just to help set it in underneath the brow. And then also blend it into like my shadow right there. And then I'll just kind of take my brush to help blend to the front. But you didn't use that much concealer. That's why you don't want to use a ton so that it doesn't disrupt your brow. This concealer is really good for that because it's a really nice thin formula. You don't want anything too thick or goopy because then that's when it can just go all sorts of wrong. Now you can see the big difference. You have something a little bit more bushy and natural looking as opposed to something that's a little bit more defined and structured. Next, I'm gonna dip into the foundation that I use and I'm just gonna take that same brush, mapping out and structuring the top. And again, you don't need a lot of product for this. You just want it to blend seamlessly into your skin. Again, here's the more natural looking one. Here's something a little bit more structured. And then if you wanted to go an additional step, you can always help highlight underneath the brow bone and give it a nice extra little oomph and lift and also a nice glow. And you can use the COL-LAB Lift and Glow Brow Highlighting Pencil. This comes in one shade and this is what it looks like. It's a very subtle highlight. You guys know I'm not one to really highlight my brow bone, but if I ever do, it's like a very soft glow. It's nothing metallic. And I think this type of glow looks really nice underneath that brow, so you can go ahead and just place some right underneath there. Or say like you used a concealer that's a little bit too much of your skin tone and you wanted to lift it, this is when this could come into play. Just blend it out and it gives a very soft glow, very subtle. It's nothing too intense, which I love because you guys know I'm not all about like a metallic underbrow highlight. I'm like underbrow highlight. Since this is a highlighting product, you can always stick it on the inner corner if you wanted to, because you guys know I'm all about that inner corner highlight, and kind of pop in a little twinkle and glow right there. Boom, you have like a Now, if you have unruly hairs, you just want to make sure that you tame your hairs, then you can use COL-LAB's Shape and Hold. And this is a brow setter. This is what it looks like. And you know how they say like setting spray is basically like hairspray for your face? This is basically hairspray for your brows. Give it a little swipe right here. And then I'm going to start bringing the product through my brows. And it's going to help hold my hairs in place. This does dry translucent, so don't think that it's going to stay white. See how the hairs are going all in one direction? I kind of have them fluffed up, but not too much. And now my hairs are just gonna stick and hold all day long. All right, guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Also, click that thumbs up because it really does help me. I'll leave everything linked down below for collab makeup. Like I said, you can get it at Sally Beauty Supply stores. Also, don't forget to check out all my other friends who are also part of the collab team. I would really appreciate it, and they're all extremely awesome. And I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah! Bye, my fine apples. Whoop, whoop!
Here we go, it's all about you, it's all about me, it's all about what we do. Making art, you and me, trying to find something to believe.